and so comfortable. So tune in tonight. Yvonne has lots of surprises for you tonight at midnight with a brand new Today's Special. We are rounding off the hour with a 3-strand design. So once again, look at even on the tiny beads, Jay. Look at the intensity of that color. So you get a 3-strand design. We've got a nice little sale price for you, $20 to get home. You can wear that as is, where it drapes like that. You can go ahead and torsade it if you'd like as well. But what a beautiful piece, $99.98, $20 gets it home on a FlexPay.
Okay, well, I'll say this right now, okay? So we are the manufacturers. We actually do create these. And I'm just gonna give you a little inside information on this, okay? There's no way in heck that you could make this even at the original price that we gave you. The original price, it would be impossible. What do you have here, okay? So here's the reality of it. When we're cutting all of our natural materials, of course, you always have material left over, as you've got, we call them side cuts or end cuts, or as you're cutting cabochon, you're always gonna have big pieces, but they're not big enough that you could actually cut a big cabochon or something for. So what do you do with it? This is a perfect example of what we call busy work, okay? So when our lapidaries or our artists, they don't have something to do in the lapidary shop, everybody has, it could be turquoise, it could be a lot of different things. In this case, it was lapis. They cut these small beads. These are all hand cut, guys. Oh my gosh. They're not machine cut. Okay, they're all hand cut, and then not only that, they're hand faceted. If you've ever seen anybody facet anything, have you actually been to a faceting shop to see how they facet? What they do is we have a diamond lap wheel, and it's got, of course, it's wet. And then what they do is you take that and you would put that on what they call a daubing stick, and then you would daub it and you would cut the facets on it. Then you take that off, remelt the wax, and then you cut the other side on big cabochons or big beads. It's a process. For each one. On this one, think about this. They actually take a pair of tweezers and they lock it in on a pair of tweezers. It's got a little lock on it, and they'll actually sit there and do it. This isn't done on some machine where you cut cut it and you throw it in and it goes and cuts it out. So just the labor factor in this is like through the roof for them to do it. So, we're really not even charging you, to be honest with you, for the material. No, we're charging, for, you're actually paying for some of the labor, but to actually cut this and manufacture this, we're giving the lapis, the lapis was kind of a leftover from, like I said, from end cuts or whatever, and that's why we were able to even give you the original price. When you try to price something like this, it's really crazy, because I want you to think about this. Okay, the smaller the bead, the smaller material, the more material it takes to do it. Because to go, okay, and let me prove it to you. So let's say if I did 8mm beads, I could do an 18-inch necklace with far less 8mm beads, because they're so wide, it takes less material, less beads to make the same length. I never even thought of that. You've got 3 strands. Think of, if you counted these, how many individual hand-faceted beads goes into making every one of these necklaces. Think about the amount of time, the amount of labor that goes into making this. And this is beyond crazy, crazy. You can, even our original price, like I said, the original cost on this necklace would be far more. Look at the color. Far more if I actually was buying material to use for the design. You're basically, even the first was just barely covering the labor cost on it. So now, when they come in, they're giving you the sale price. I mean, even off the original price was an unbelievable, fantastic deal. What I love with this, look at the sparkle, look at the gleam, look at the sheen. And you're getting a natural lapis, and not only that, you're getting a super, super high-grade lapis in this case.
And I'm holding it up against the black on purpose, because sometimes when you've got a blue gemstone, it gets very inky. You can't look at the blue. I mean, this is why we love lapis. It is bright, it is lively, it is lush. And then look at how they glitter. So on the skin, they're just glitter. They look like twinkling little stars. They're so pretty. You're getting 3 3 strands of that, lots of work. You can feel the energy, but all real natural color lapis. $20 to get this home. Makes a great gift as well. You want anybody to get started on their, you know, jewelry or gemstone collection. I really believe in that. My mom started me on my jewelry journey when I was little. I have rings from when I was 5 years old with my birthstone, aquamarine, tiny, tiny little rings that my sons want to wear. And I'm like, don't you, there's no way I'm letting you wear that.
Well,
so
you know,
special.
Where I grew up in the Southwest in New Mexico, you know, you have baby, now I didn't get it because my parents weren't that good to me. No, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding.
It just
Mom,
wasn't the thing to do, right?
But,
jewelry for baby.
Both of my kids, okay, they all have baby bracelets, right? And you get, in my case, it was turquoise. So it's really funny that you would say that because I was just at this turquoise symposium and we were all reminiscing about what our first piece is. My very first piece of jewelry was a turquoise watch. And one of these days I'm gonna bring it. I found it the other day. I still have it. And I wore that for over 20 years. I wore this watch. It's an amazing piece of art, amazing piece of work. But I mean, at 14 years old, for me to actually, to come up with the money, it was an artist friend of ours that had it. And so you know, these pieces, you know, what I love about them is that these are the kind of things that really you can hand down, especially the gallery pieces that we were showing earlier. There are things that are gonna last. Even this is, I mean, it's affordable. They've marked it down here. And then, but it's something that you can pass along, that you can give. It's not like you're just buying it and it's kind of like not well made and so it's gonna fall apart. These pieces are really, these designs are super high quality and they're really things that you can pass down.
They really are. The quality is there. I mean, the work, that hand faceting, I mean, they glitter. It absolutely glitters. And so I do hope you pick it up. By the way, speaking of jewelry, when you made, I think you made it for Colleen and her granddaughter, Lana.
Oh, yeah.
I bought those for my sons. I was so over the moon because I do believe in buying that first piece of jewelry.
Those were baby bracelets and they were made of some of our last Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's funny that
I bought them.
You know, they actually want to get more of those and we can't do them. So.
They're so special. And so, you know, think about the people in your life. Maybe, you know, you share that love of jewelry with somebody, create those memories. Because, you know, you look at your jewelry box and every piece has a story. You can almost remember why you bought it, what spoke to you. This is such an opportunity to get that high quality lapis for less than $100. And look at the comparable retail value. Jay and I always have a giggle because there's no way to, you know, put a value on that when you speak to that quality and the amount of labor. But we said modestly $219.99 for that 3-star piece.
Yeah, if you can find it. But I don't even know